caramel, or the excitement of chocolate cream with mocha frosting. Daring? Yes. Shocking? Perhaps. But for mini lovers, the height of good taste.
New Dunkin' Donuts designer mini eclairs.
Divine.
With all the luxury features you'll find on the 1993 Lincoln Town Car, like its powerful, fuel-efficient V8 engine, its world-renowned room and comfort, its lavish array of luxury amenities that includes standard dual airbags and standard ABS brakes, you'll realize when it comes to luxury, the 1993 Lincoln Town Car proves you can be all things to all people.
Take a good look at your Lincoln Mercury dealer.
Now that you can find Lance family packs on your grocer's shelf, ordinary snacks like potato chips seem, well, blah. The common candy bar, out of the question. And snack cakes, forget it. When you're looking for flavor that's out of the ordinary, look for Lance. So many varieties to choose from, like mild cheddar on crisp wheat crackers or smooth peanut butter on tasty cheese crackers. All in the convenient family pack. Lance, a break from the ordinary.
From WFLA TV, 8 on your side. This is Newswatch 8. With Irene Maher and Frank Fraboni, meteorologist Laura York's forecast, and Sunday night sports expert with Tom Corrin. And now, Newswatch 8 at 11.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Irene Maher.
I'm Frank Fraboni. Florida's tourist reputation is tarnished this weekend. Criminal attacks on foreign visitors stretched across Tampa Bay. Yesterday, an Argentinian tourist was shot at the St. Petersburg Pier. Today, another Argentinian family is attacked by a would-be robber in Tampa. Newswatch 8's Jeff Patterson reports the events appear to be just a tragic coincidence.
For the second time in 2 days, an Argentinian family has fallen victim to a robber looking for easy prey in the Bay Area. 61-year-old Mateus Glassman and his wife Anna were in a rental car from Orlando and lost. Anna Glassman got out of the car to ask directions when a single gunman leaned through the passenger window, sticking a gun in Mateus's face.
A struggle ensued with the door, with the passenger door, where the suspect was trying to pull the door open while the victim's husband was trying to pull it shut. The driver panicked, threw the car in reverse, backed up. When he backed up, he ran over his wife.
Anna Glassman was taken to Tampa General Hospital, where she is listed in fair and stable condition. 51-year-old Elias Majalalati is much worse. Majalalati and his family, also from Argentina, also in a rented car, drove to the St. Petersburg Pier from Orlando yesterday. 35-year-old Michael Frank attempted a robbery in broad daylight in front of dozens of witnesses. During the struggle, both victim and suspect were shot. Majalalati is in critical condition at Bayfront Medical Center. Cook is also at Bayfront and under arrest. Earlier today, I talked with local officials who don't believe tourists are being targeted.
Our county, our state, and of course everybody involved in the tourist industry itself is keenly looking at this right now, but I don't really think that tourists need to be afraid of coming to Florida.
On the beach today, tourists told us they are not overly worried by the recent assaults. Patty Barbosa has relatives visiting from Germany and translated her uncle's feelings for us.
Well, he said there's a lot of crime in Germany. He did state that he said that America is safer than it is over in Europe.
Tourism officials say so far news of recent attacks on tourists have not caused any major cancellations. Jeff Patterson, Newswatch 8.
Pinellas County tourism officials say they'll hold a meeting in the next few days with other Bay Area communities to develop guidelines to protect tourists.
The attacks continued across the state. In Miami, a security guard intervened when a robber held up a tourist at a gas station. The guard was shot. He's in good condition tonight. The tourist wasn't hurt. The attacker is still on the loose. But attacks on tourists aren't exclusive to the United States. Egyptian officials announced today that 64-year-old Rita Aria of Miami was found dead in the desert near Cairo just last week. The Miami tourist was clothed but stripped of all valuables and belongings.
4 suspects charged in the murder of 3 Bethune-Cookman college students are held without bond tonight. This morning, families and friends of the victims went to church to deal with the tragedy together. Police say the suspects mistook the victims for men they had fought with earlier Friday night. One of those killed, David Thomas, had just joined a church group designed to help young men avoid the kind of senseless violence that happened.
And then to find out yesterday that it was a misidentification. For me, that makes it harder to deal with.
The family of one of the suspects also wept this morning, but they were in a courtroom watching 22-year-old Jesse Adams face murder charges. Also in court, alleged triggerman 20-year-old James Ashley, his brother 23-year-old Patrick Ashley, and 20-year-old Sharon Green, also an accused triggerman. A fourth victim in the shooting remains in stable condition.
Pictures of the smashed cabin where the crew of the Shuttle Challenger died in 1986 became public today. NASA reluctantly released 45 still photos after a New York man sued under the Freedom of Information Act. The pictures were taken after the cabin was recovered from the Atlantic Ocean. The man and non-NASA engineers hope the pictures will provide additional clues on why the shuttle exploded, killing all 7 astronauts. A Seminole Heights woman who had so many kittens, animal control doesn't know what to do, is scheduled to appear in court tomorrow afternoon. Virginia Bates could face 30 days in jail. Animal rescue workers say they found unsanitary conditions in her home, which contained 78 cats, 2 allegedly sick. A court ordered Mrs. Bates to clean up. She feared animal control would destroy the animals. Today, she had just 3 cats and an order to appear in court tomorrow afternoon. Mrs. Bates' lawyer says the animal control investigation was an unwarranted invasion of privacy and may have been an improper search.
It was a 1 in a million finish to a spectacular 1993 Florida State Fair. Today was the last day of the fair, and the crowds came out to catch the last-minute sights and sounds of this year's festivities. For those late fairgoers, the excitement lasted right until the very end.
Entitle you and your family to a lifetime membership for admission and rides to the Florida State Fair.
Wow! Yeah, tonight, the 1 millionth customer bounded through the turnstile for the first time in the fair's history. Dan Dorsch and his family get a lifetime membership to the fair, along with other prizes for being the big winners. Earlier today, some fairgoers in love also came out winners. Over 120 couples set and exchanged I do's and I wills. It was all part of the 3rd annual Mix 96 Mass Marriage Mixer. Lovebirds exchanging or renewing vows range from 18 to 65 years of age. Love in the air, yes, indeed.
Coming up next on Newswatch 8, the walls come tumbling down. In Denver, a multi-story building goes up in smoke.
Are you looking for Mr. or Mrs. Right?
Hello.
Just turn to the wanted ads. The truth behind the laughter, a behind-the-scenes look at America's favorite redhead.
Northern bathroom tissue is very soft. Charmin Ultra is very soft. Northern is 2-ply. Charmin Ultra is 2-ply. And they're both about the same price. So is there any difference? Here's one. Northern gives you 110 more sheets per roll. So you might say, Northern goes to great lengths to give you a lot more sheets for your money.
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it.
It's Toyota's first big sales event of the new year. And that means during President's Week, there's great deals on all the new Toyotas. Like Camry, with a special lease deal of only $279 a month for 36 months. That's $279 a month.
I want you.
There's plenty of excitement at your Toyota dealer now.
I'm so excited.
And it's all happening at your Toyota dealer this President's Week.
Save money. Save time. Winn-Dixie's home delivery service will deliver your groceries for just $9.95 and you'll still save money. we bought 57 of the same items at Winn-Dixie, Publix, and Cash and Carry. At Winn-Dixie, we spent $107.40. At Publix, $121.34. At Cash and Carry, $125.89. Subtract the $9.95 delivery fee, and you still save up to $8.54 with Winn-Dixie's home delivery service. It'll save you time and money.
How to make a personal ad work for you. Tuesday at 11.
Laura York's Doppler radar forecast has been approved by the American Meteorological Society.
In Denver today, residents watched a bit of history tumble down. Police blocked off an area near the old Montgomery Ward store in downtown Denver. It stood for 64 years and came down in seconds and went up in a puff of smoke. A new shopping center will be built in its place.
Don't you hate it when that happens?
Yeah, I hate that when it happens. We've seen that happen here.
Some of those famous incendiary devices we've read about lately.
No, yeah, in fact it was, I'm sure.
Yes, definitely.
And appropriate.
Lots of them.
Weather-wise?
Yes.
It's going to be a nice day tomorrow. We're going back up into the 70s with plenty of sunshine. A great day to have off tomorrow, if at all possible, with President's Day tomorrow throughout the entire Bay Area. Weather will be gorgeous. Take a look outside now. You won't really look outside yet. You'll just look at the temperature, 51 degrees. The low this morning was 46, and the high this afternoon, close but not close enough, 69 degrees our high. Humidity now at 80%. Winds are calm, and barometric pressure has been steady now for the past 3 hours. Across the state, temperatures already in the 40s over the northern portion of the state. 43 for Tallahassee, 44 for Jacksonville, 46 for Apalachicola. Through the central portion of the state, we're holding in the 50s, 51 again here in Tampa, 55 for St. Petersburg, Sarasota with 54. This is what's happening, the view from space, clearing those skies out somewhat. It is nice and clear out there right now, but plenty of cloud cover is building up back over portions of Texas. It's a big storm system giving plenty of rain over portions of the state of Texas, and it's headed our way. It'll be ours come Wednesday. Nighttime lows for us, well, we're going back down into the 40s, just barely here in Tampa, going down to 49 degrees. St. Pete won't make it. They'll go down to 51. Ruskin with 48. Wauchula with 50. By tomorrow, Wauchula, you'll be up to 76 degrees. Ruskin at 75. We'll have 76 in Tampa and 75 for St. Petersburg. Take a look at the national picture on the satellite, and you'll see that storm continuing to build. The reason for all this, a cold front now setting up with a low pressure. All that warm, moist air once again in front of that system is going to trigger off heavy thunderstorms, especially throughout the day tomorrow. Could even trigger off a tornado or two as it moves through portions of Louisiana and Mississippi. Here it is, the system right now back out over portions of New Mexico and Arizona. With that stationary in front of it, all that warm, moist air, showers continuing to be reported over portions of Texas. Then up over the Great Lakes, another area of rather cold weather dropping down from Canada, and that's where the snow is. Over the Dakotas, headed on in toward the Great Lakes, and even on down into portions of the Ohio Valley. Overnight lows there will certainly support it. Look at that, in the teens and single digits and below. Back over Texas, generally in the 40s, and will continue in the upper 40s to near 50. Then tomorrow, here comes that rainmaker, but it'll be Wednesday before it takes control here in the Bay Area. But again, heavy thunderstorm activity. If you're traveling, you can expect snow once again in the Ohio Valley and back out over the western states. Plenty of sunshine, though, for the southern portion of the state of Florida and including the central portion as well. Boaters, small craft should exercise caution throughout the day tomorrow as our winds will continue out of the east to southeast at 15 to 20 knots with seas 4 to 6 feet. The Gulf temperature 63 degrees. At the St. Petersburg Pier, two tides tomorrow, a low tide at 4:39 in the morning, then the high tide in the evening at 8:49. Sunrise for us at 7:08. Clear skies tonight, the overnight low 49 degrees throughout the day, mostly sunny and warmer. We're going up to 76 degrees. Take a look though and you'll see those showers in here after the holiday give way to a little bit of rain by Wednesday. But also take note on Wednesday. Look at that daytime high, 80 degrees. Normal high temperature for this time of the year would be 71. The normal morning low, 51 degrees. And I have to work on President's Day.
You know, I do too. Come to think of it, I forgot we're all working.
Well, all you lucky folks out there that have the day off,
have fun.
Yes, please, double fun for us.
Thank you. Bill Clinton worked all weekend, and tomorrow night you'll find out the results of his labor. The president plans to make his first national televised address, a 10-minute address to the nation to explain his economic program. NBC will carry the president's speech live at 9 o'clock tomorrow night.
Also this week, if you didn't get hearts and flowers today, we'll show you how some people found a honey just in time for Valentine's Day. Lance Williams begins his special report on getting personal.
America's doing it, promoting their assets in black and white in hopes they're red all over. my company says if you want to move an item, you advertise. And so if I want to meet someone, I need to advertise.
The ads go in the paper, and if you're interested, you can hear their voice on the phone.
Hello, this is Janie. Thank you.
And if you like what you hear on the phone, well, there's the first date. Maria is about to meet someone who answered her ad.
No, I try not to make a prejudgment because of the fact that if I do, I get disappointed.
Disappointment's usually the rule of the game, but not for Kim and Dennis.
As soon as I sat down, we started having conversation. We found out, that we had a lot in common, and at that point, that something's clicking.
Clicking so well, in fact, that Kim and Dennis are getting married this summer. Sure, the odds are against it, but you can't win if you don't try. In Tampa, Lance Williams, Newswatch 8.
Join Lance Tuesday on Newswatch 8 at 11 for Getting Personal. Can't wait.
Coming up next, they were two of America's favorite sweethearts, but the tabloid tales of their lives together rang truer than even their children wanted to admit. We'll take a behind-the-scenes look at Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz.
And later on Sunday Sports Extra, Tom Korn has the thrills and spills from Daytona. This one was a heart-stopper. We'll be back.
Just disintegrating.
Some unknown long-distance companies are promising you fax connections as fast as AT&T's. But a promise isn't a guarantee. And AT&T's advanced network guarantees your faxes won't get blocked, so they'll connect on the first try. Or we'll credit you if you're not satisfied with any fax that doesn't. It's your choice. Faxes that'll save you time, guaranteed. Or some other company that could be sending you the wrong signal.
The AT&T Best in the Business Guarantee. Call for details.
It was their dream come true. Jobs on the slopes and a beautiful home in the Sierras. But trouble came to Paradise. Friends say her ski instructor husband started falling for the ski bunnies. And when she asked him to leave, she wound up dead. Death on the slopes. And how can he possibly keep all 9 of his wives smiling? Find out Big Al's bedroom secrets on the next hard copy.
Monday night at 7. For years, Julio Cesar Chavez has heard nothing but the cheers of his countrymen. He's never lost a fight. Now, Greg Haugen would like him to hear something he's never heard before.
Adios, Julio.
Chavez versus Haugen, the Grand Slam of boxing. Next weekend. Call your cable company.
How much truck can you get for only $143 a month for just 24 months? Redesigned for $19.93. A new Ford Ranger's yours for only $143 a month. That's right, $143 a month with a short 24-month lease. A brand new Ranger XLT loaded with air, AM/FM stereo cassette, and more for only $143 a month. Get this truck now at your local Southern Ford dealer.